Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in that same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make, and that I make so much of it, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Ones get noticed on this huge YouTube platform. So I'm thanking everyone in advance for that thumbs up. Okay guys, this is so exciting when I'm able to snag one of these Trendmood boxes. If you're not familiar with Trendmood, I got introduced to Trendmood early on. When I first started my channel, as you know, I wasn't on social media at all. But I knew when I wanted to have the channel, I wanted to also start my Instagram at the same time. And I was reading up on all the up-and-comers and all of this, and Trendmood's name kept popping up everywhere. So I decided to be my first follow was going to be Trendmood on Instagram. And what a great idea, because she is the inside information to everything beauty. She always knew about the launches before the launches. She knew and was connected to so many brands. It was such an exciting time for me on Instagram to even just follow her and be able to get some of that inside information. Then while I was following her, it had to be at least a year in, she mentioned in one of her posts that she was thinking of doing a box. And her husband then created what they call the Trendmood box. It is not a subscription box. There is no commitment. And now this volume that I'm going to be showing you today is volume 18. But I know that they have had more than 18 boxes, because some of the boxes that I was able to get were takeover boxes. I know I got a full box of Ole Henriksen because she had a great relationship with him. A lot of her boxes include either bestsellers or new launches, or they're brands always that you know. So, or she's introducing you to some, because some I didn't know and I got introduced to them. But like I said, she is like the source. And then for her to be able to create a box and not make it a subscription box, which I would love if they would have done that, because at the beginning, I was one of the first people to get her boxes. So for her first few boxes, I had no problem getting it. And then as everyone started to hear about the boxes, and people like me and others who had the opportunity to share it on the channel, introduced this box to so many others, which is so fantastic. So other people started getting in on the boxes. And then it was getting harder and harder to get the boxes. So after a while, I just gave up. But they've already caught up with themselves. So now they kind of know their numbers, so that when there is a launch, you know, they usually have a little bit left over, so that hopefully by the time others share about the boxes, be it on Instagram or through a channel or through a friend or a family member, then others can have access to the box. When I checked before I sat down, this box was still available. So I'm loving that I'm going to be able to show you and share with you, because when this box came, I knew I would be able to do a full face on here and then some. So like I said, I saw what was in this box, and with Trendmood, you really don't have to make any decisions. The only thing that I suggest, and if you don't have Instagram, that you do sign up for their emails, because they give you good reminders a few days before because I'm not on my Instagram all the time. So when I get the email, because I'm always on my computer, that's a great reminder that there's a box that's going to be coming. And then the day of, she also has another reminder that at a certain time on that day, that is when the launch is going to be. She also has what they call early access. And usually for that first day of the launch now, it was the first or second time that I've seen she gave her code, which is Trendmood, which is a great discount code for a lot of sites, and now including her own. That only on the day of the launch, if you use Trendmood, you are able to also get another 10% off the order, which I did. This also includes free shipping, but this box is a $44 box, free ship in the USA, and it comes so quickly. I think they ship out of California, and I'm all the way in Florida, and I think I ordered it at the beginning of last week, and I'm getting it already at the beginning of this week, which is crazy. So let's go through all the items that are in here. Like I said, I'll share with you what's on my face. There's so much in here, and each product was a winner all the way around. I started filming this, and because, as you know, I don't edit, I had to get pulled for something for our business. So I'm starting again, starting fresh, because I like to do one straight video, because I always share from my heart, my thoughts, and I don't like to stop and start and stop and start, and I definitely don't have the time to edit. So bear with me, because what I do is I also take everything out of the box prior to sitting down, and I take a picture for my Instagram. So if you're not following me there, as I say, you're always missing out. It's True Wants with the number 2. It comes beautifully packaged with purple tissue paper. It's sealed, and then everything inside is bubble wrapped. It's so well done. Her presentation is gorgeous, but you expect nothing less. So this one here, the first item that I put on my face, is the order that I'm going to go through the box of what was in here. And it is from the brand that is called Kinship. And this is a brand that also I got introduced to through other boxes, and I fell in love with it. So anytime I see something from this brand, I cannot wait to play with. This one says it is the Self-Reflect Rose. It is a probiotic moisturizing zinc oxide sunscreen with broad spectrum SPF 32. There's no brochure in here, but there is a QR code. But when I did the QR code, a different box came up. So I'm just going to read you quickly what was, on the packaging, and then share with you my thoughts on this. So this one here, the key ingredient is the zinc oxide, and it has 22.4% on it. What I can tell you is this had a little bit of a tint to it, which was nice. So this is the little bit of the coloring. So I want to share with you everything that I did. This did have a safety seal on it, but like I said, I used it. So the safety seal is off. Comes in the full retail packaging, which is always great. So this is the item here. When I spread it on, it spread on beautifully. It gave a little bit of a pearlescent finish that you can see here. And then as I put it on my entire face, it went on gorgeous. There was no white residue or anything at all. It just left a beautiful, non-sticky, just feeling very moisturized. So this has SPF 32 in it. I'm impressed with this. This is something that is important for me as living in Florida, that I'm really more protective now here than I ever was in using SPFs. And when it is a moisturizer with the SPF, it is an absolute winner for me. So this is the Self-Reflect Rose Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen. It is a zinc oxide broad spectrum with SPF 32, and this is a 1.75 fluid ounces. The next item that was in here was the next item that I used, and this is a brand Kopari. And this brand I fell in love with from another product that I got in a previous Trendmood box. This one is, and it's again in this box, which is phenomenal, because I was using mine sparingly because I fell in love with it so much. I knew that I would go through it like within 1 week. This one here, and there's no need for you to go through it. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. But now we have another product from this brand that I cannot wait to play with, because now that she put Kopari on my radar, they're on. So this one is a niacinamide and caffeine eye bright cream. This one is a 0.5 ounce. This is the next item that I used. And this one also, as you know, what's great, it has a little small tip so you can take out a pea size amount, which is what I share with you all the time, is all you need for eye cream, because it is a very small area, and also the skin around your eye is your thinnest. So they always suggest that you use your ring finger, which is supposed to be your weakest finger. You take one small amount, and then it's enough for both eyes. Then you take it and you dot it around your orbital bone. Do not go too close to your eyes, because it will migrate up, and then you don't want to get any of the tearing. But this absorbed so quickly, I could not believe it. It went on beautifully that I was able to immediately, right afterwards, go on to my next steps. I didn't have to wait for any absorption or anything like that. So another winner that I think will be from this Kopari. The next item that was in this box was from e.l.f. And this is one of their #1 selling products right now. This is their Power Grip Primer. This is the one that they call in clear. They now have a newer one that came out that looks more pink, that has niacinamide in it. e.l.f. right now is killing it. They have really focused on getting us luxury brand products at prices that we can afford, but you really cannot tell the difference between the one that they duped, if you want to say duped. They have their own merit on their own. So if you never even tried the higher end, you wouldn't even know that you weren't using a product of that caliber with the products that e.l.f. has been coming out with over the last couple of years. So this one is one that is that gripping primer. And if you're looking familiar of what the dupe was, it was the Milk Makeup on this one in the green, but they've already stepped it up with now another version that has niacinamide. This went on beautifully. It went on just as good, if not better, than the original, because I do have the original as well from the other brand. And this gives a little bit of a stickiness to it, but not overly powerfully sticky. It really, really just was beautiful. And this is what I used all over my face as my primer today. The next item in here is the only thing in the box right now. There's actually 2 items that I didn't use. This is because I don't do much with my brows, but this is fantastic because this is a soft stay brow gel and it is clear. So this is fantastic if you have unruly brows. This also you can pass on to the men in your life as well. If they have unruly brows, it is just fantastic. As you can see, it has a small little brush in there and that will help you tame down your brows. I enjoy the Keys brand, full retail packaging with the product inside. The next item that was in here was the palette. This blew my mind, and I will definitely be swatching all of this at the end, and I will share with you what I did, how I got the look on my eyes today. This is from this brand called Nabla. Nabla is a really luxurious brand. I'm sure it's more than the price of the whole box. When you see the inside of this palette, you won't believe it. I was so blown away when I saw the first picture. This one is called Read My Mind palette. And Nabla is a brand that's made in Italy. There is a full mirror on the top here. I'm just going to cover it with this packaging here. Let me do it so that it's the right way. And then this is the product here. Stunning. So what I did was I played really with the first rows here, and then the bottom rows are down here. They have them that their names are scarlet and it goes all the way through. Then they have this row is called Rose. Then they have this row that is called Sage, and this row that is called Honey. Every color in here is stunning. And then I'll share with you when I swatch at the end what I did and how I created my eye look. But it was so easy and everything went on so beautifully. It is really truly pigmented and it doesn't blend away. It's perfection, absolute treat. The next item that was in here was a set of eyelashes and a mascara from the same brand. They're called Birdie Lashes. This one is called Gemini, and they say on the back here, Premium Faux Mink. And then this was the, from the same brand, the mascara. This is called the Wing It Mascara, and it's a 24-hour volumizing dual tip mascara. And on the barrel here, on one side is their name, and then on the other side, it says bottom and it says top. When I use this, I try to use it 2 different ways. This is the wand for the top. So it has a bit of the curl to it that's supposed to help you create that when you put it on, it should give some extra curl to your lashes. It will also give you the volume and it will also give you the length. This was really, really nice. Then on the bottom, they have the one that's called Bottom. This reminded me of an IT Cosmetics mascara that I used to love that was called Tightline. So on one of the eyes, I tried to use this almost as like the primer, but it really is more for the bottom lashes because when I use this only on the bottom lashes, I was blown away. I'm the type that always takes the tip of a mascara wand and just swings it through and then combs it down. This, when I put it down, it was like perfection without even playing. So this is always fun when you get a dual-ended product, and especially when either it's a primer and a mascara or the tight line or the bottom and then the top, I think is absolutely fantastic. So this was the next item that was in here. The next item that was in here for me will be a duplicate this month because I actually chose this for myself in one of my options in another box. And this is the Keys Soul Care. It is a nourishing cleansing balm. I shared that with you on my channel already, but this is going to be another item that will either go into gifts for later, or I go through cleansing balms because I always do double cleansing, and I think everybody should if you can. And if you have the products, you definitely should use them that way as well. There's no scent on this, but what's great is this really helps melt down the makeup, and then you wipe it off, and then you go in with your cleanser. Otherwise, if you do a double cleanse with the same cleanser, you're still going to see a lot on your pads when you put your toners and then everything else on. I always feel that I know I'm getting the deepest cleanse when I use a cleansing balm first. And the one from Keys, I'm excited to use. I have not used it yet because I just received it. So this was another one that was in the box. And like I said, she always comes out with either products that are best sellers or the ones that are the newest launches. And I know this is one of the newer launches from Keys. The next item in here is the one that they would have had me if they showed me this first. I wouldn't have cared what else was in the box. This was in a previous Trendmood box, and she normally doesn't do this where you can get the same item again in an additional box. I've never seen her do this before, but I'm so happy that she did. This is from the brand Kapari. This is the Ultra Restorative Body Butter, and this has the hyaluronic acid in it. This is such a treat. I started following this brand as soon as I touched this product. So this is the one that came in here. It is the exact same container. This is one that they have a whole recycling thing on their website that you can check. You can pull this out, and it's just everything about this company is an absolute home run, including their products. So this body butter is like a true butter. You need very little when you take it out. It emulsifies beautifully, so you literally take it and then you feel that it's a thick cream, but as soon as you put your heat to it, you will feel it definitely penetrate into the skin. And the scent on it is such a luxurious scent. It has a hint to me of like a coconut scent, but it's such an uplifting scent, but it's not overpowering at all. It is beyond a treat. So now I can use this a little bit more often because now I know that I have backup of it because I was so blown away by it. All right, now let's go into the swatching of this palette. So like I said, can you believe all of this is $44, free ship in the USA. So like I said, this Trendmood, even if you're just following her on Instagram for the knowledge of the new releases and what's happening, she is definitely one to follow. But when they decided to come out with the Trendmood box, it is a completely different Instagram page that you would need to follow. But like I said, I always suggest that you get into the emails, so this way you don't miss out on any of the information, and you also can get early access as well. She also, I don't know if I mentioned it, only on the first day, she has a code Trendmood that is good for so many sites, now including her own site with her husband. You can use that too, but it's only available on the first day, where you can get an additional 10% off. So let me do the first quad. I will take 2 swatches where you guys will be able to see. These are the swatches of the shimmer shades, and it's a satin shimmer. So it's the type that will just give you that gorgeous, gorgeous glow. I just have a wet cloth, not really wet, damp, and then a dry one right after it. And then within the first quad, these are the 2 shades that are here. So if you're really not sure what to do, it is an easy way for you to take a look, and then you can do a whole look just with that. But I mixed and matched because I wanted to play. So then the next quad right to the right of it is this one here, and then those are the gorgeous colors there that are those shimmer shadows. And then right next to it are the ones that are, sorry, these 2. So this one is what I used all over my lid, and then this one was the color that I could not wait to play with. And usually that light color is if I have to, I always like to do a light shade over my primer, but I didn't use a primer with these shadows today because I had some extra concealer that I put too much concealer on, so I ended up using that concealer there. Now I'm gonna go on to the side that says Sage, that quad, and there we have the 2 shimmer shades on this one, which are these 2 here. And then the 2 shades that come with it, we have Honey, and then the one that says Sage, which is there. And then the last quad are all mattes. And on this one here, we have like a turquoise, a blue, and then a beautiful green. And those are the colors there. And then the last 2 is a chestnut brown, and then more of a taupe brown. That is here. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. So, so beautiful. So let me just do quickly one last recap so I can show you what I did on my eyes. So like I mentioned, I did all over with this color here, the clear color. Then right after it, I deepened up my transition, which I always share with you. I go a lot higher up from where my crease is to give me more room to play with because my eyes are so small. Then I deepened up where the real crease is, was this gorgeous, gorgeous burgundy color. And then I deepened up the outer corner with this dark brown over here. And then I used this as my liner. And then the last thing I did was over here, I put this in the center of my eye. And then with this color down here, I put that in the corner of my eye. I'm gonna go as up close as I can to the camera so you guys can see the look that I created. And then with the mascara, I'm gonna lift my eyes up so you guys can see the length and the volume that I got on the mascara. like I said, this is such a well-rounded box, and I find she does this all the time. So if you're lucky enough that you're around on the days that she does her launches, and then if there's some left over that we're able to still have access to it after the fact, I think it is amazing. So we got from a sunscreen to an eye cream, to a mascara, to a primer. We got the double-ended mascara, we got a full eyeshadow palette, we got a cleansing balm, and we got a beautiful, beautiful body butter. Phenomenal box. Like I said, no commitment, no subscription. She gives you upfront everything that is going to be in the box, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to get on it. It was, like I said, initially it was phenomenal at the beginning, then it got really, really hard, but I think they grew into knowing the numbers that they need, and then to be able to have some left over so that when we have the opportunity to share about this box, then you guys still have the access to be able to get it if you want. So I love being able to share boxes with you, but I really love being able to share boxes when they're still available as well. All right, take care everybody, continue to stay safe and well, and I'll see you all soon again in my next video. Bye for now.